Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Demon Slayer. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy Demon Slayer journey. I would also like to give a very special thank you to my patrons. Now, previously on Demon Slayer, they have officially infiltrated the entertainment district. Each of our boys have infiltrated a different house in which what's-his-name's wives had infiltrated, but he has stopped receiving information from them and finds it very suspicious. In Tanjiro's house, he has found that she quote unquote ran away and committed the word that I can't remember at the moment, but basically ran away without paying her debts. And that is suspicious. And I just feel like that means that she has already died. And I hope not, but like that just feels like that's how it has gone. And in Inosuke's house, one of the wives is still there, but is sick, and we saw there at the end that she is basically being entangled by a demon. Well, I'm gonna presume a demon. It seems very demon-like, and this demon is asking this girl who she was sending letters to, because at this point she knows that she's giving information out. So that's where we're at. Also, the fact that what's-his-name does have 3 wives that are all shinobi. He used to be a shinobi. And again, it's just one of those things I guess I didn't expect, because not that I didn't know that there were like Demon Slayer families, because we just had this whole thing with Rengoku and his family and how I guess like the fire breathing style has been like passed down within the family. But it does seem like one of those occupations that people may not, or just choose not to get involved in a relationship because their job is so dangerous. So it is slightly surprising that somebody so high-ranking and such an active member would be married, but it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't really matter. It's just surprising. Not something I would think about, but that's really interesting and neat. So I'm hoping that his wife that is being like tortured, essentially, I hope she's gonna be okay, and I hope the one from Zenitsu's house is gonna be okay too, assuming that she hasn't been found out yet. And I'm just gonna pray that the other girl didn't suffer. I know I'm making an assumption here, but I'm just hoping that if she is in fact dead, I hope she didn't suffer. So let's get into this next episode. I'm assuming this is a flashback type of thing. Tense music playing.
You know, this all started when you got here. People are going missing. Do you know anything about this?
Interesting.
What is it you've been doing on the side when you're not working?
I wonder if that is the person that owns the house and she's the demon? Or is this another courtesan? Or is this the wife? Oh, she's like gone. So did she get eaten? There's like no blood or anything. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
This is it, Okimoto House.
I didn't like that. Okay. Cool.
What was your name? Oh, I remember. It's Makio, isn't it? Answer me at once, Makio.
And right. Either Nosuke's gonna walk in on this, or he's gonna sense something is wrong.
Playing the shamisen and koto probably won't help much with doing that.
Oh, he can play the koto
It's
too.
not like anything else is happening here. I've been all ears since I arrived. I still haven't heard a word about Miss Hinatsuru.
Is she
Then
missing
again,
too?
The owner of this house died 2 days ago.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if that's the same flashback that we heard.
I've got to find a way to let Lord Tengen know what happened. Before it's too late. If you cause a scene, I'll have your insides ground up into a bloody pulp.
I hate this for her.
It's weird. Her food's still there. Is she sick or in trouble?
Trouble.
I can't tell.
Definitely trouble.
Something creepy's going on, that's for sure.
At least he can sense it. Maybe his beastly instincts.
There's wind, even though the windows are closed.
That is suspicious.
Where are you off to in a rush, good looking?
Damn it, that was too early. Now it's headed downstairs.
Very interesting. I forgot about the way he senses things, but the way they animated that was really, really cool.
Those idiots got in my way!
Hey! What the hell happened here? Seriously, your room's a mess! Wait! Did you get in a fight?
Okay. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Also, slightly suspicious.
I was surprised, that's all.
You there. What do you think you're doing in my room?
Suspicious, like I said.
That's not a human standing behind.
So there are multiple demons in each of the houses, or a demon in each of the houses.
I'll clean it all up. Just please let go. What's this?
Please, take your hands off her.
Okay, yeah. Best guess is that there are, maybe there are multiple upper ranks, but maybe it's one upper rank and then the other ones are minions, or there are multiple upper ranks in each of these houses. Or one per, or whatever I'm trying to say.
Here's a fresh cup of tea. What's next?
You didn't have to do that.
No problem. So what's next? I want to help. So what's next? I want to help. So what's next?
Would you be quiet and hold
Too eager. Too eager.
It looks like I need to teach that one a hard lesson or two. Listen, Inoko! What on earth are you doing?
Even if I focus, I can't sense it at all. Where the hell did that thing go?
Very good question. I wonder if they can travel between the houses.
Take your hands off of her.
Up close. You're even uglier than I thought.
Take your...
Who do you think you are? How dare you touch me?
Oh, we're going back. Tadro, the others. Okay.
Stop all this madness at once!
Interesting.
What do you mean?
The ones here who committed Ashinuke did so to escape your vile cruelty.
Interesting. And is that the lady of the house that fell from the window?
Those eyes of yours, they remind me of a story I've heard. An old lady from the tea house told it to me when I was young. Her memory was beginning to decline, but she would talk about a certain Oiran.
Oh, she's been doing this for years. For way long. I mean, I know they live for a long time, but...
These Oirans were fond of assuming names ending with Hime. And if anything were to irritate them, they'd cock their heads to the side and stick their nose up at you. That was a unique habit that they shared. Who are you?
What are you? Yeah. That Makes sense with the name. Okay.
That's how everyone survived, including me.
Okay.
But it looks like you're far stupider than I could have imagined. And now, you're staring death in the eye for that same stupidity.
Okay, so this is
It's such a pity. Oh, Mitsu.
okay.
What do you...
But this is concerning because the lady of the house for... Okay, upper 6. Interesting. Okay, so the lady of Tanjiro's house is the one that fell through the window, but it's the same type of power from the one in Inosuke's house, but the same look of the woman from Zenitsu's house. Interesting.
You've grown far more powerful than I anticipated. You should be proud.
Yes, sir.
But
Right.
you mustn't let your guard down. When things go your way, they're more likely to slip through your fingers.
I forget that they are all powerful except in his presence.
Are quite different from capable Hashira, and cannot see any stark differences between humans at a glance as they do. We can still distinguish them, though, by their blood type, as well as the diseases they carry and their genetic makeup.
Interesting. What does that mean?
From here on out, you're going to become even stronger. A ruthless killer. You are an extraordinary demon.
Interesting. Seems that he can be kind, but all the other people we've seen him interact with, he's been very cruel to.
I'm heading off to work, so get this place tidied up.
Yes, of course.
Call for some help and get this room in order. Don't do anything that would get on Oiran Warabehime's nerves.
But can't she tell that they're a demon slayer?
Her injuries are only minor, which must be a result of the defensive falling technique. She's no civilian. I bet she's with the...
Okay.
It might have taken a bit longer than I expected, but it seems they've finally taken the bait. Let's see what you've got, swordsman.
Interesting. The bait. So she baited them there. But again, a little confused as to which house she's actually in or if there are multiple demons.
What an unsettling smell. At night in this city, there's a murky scent in the air.
That's going to be the end of the episode. Yeah. After credit scene? Question mark? I feel like there's an after credit scene. There's too much space at the end.
Senko!
Ah.
Senko! Thank goodness. Are you alright, Senko?
What just happened?
After you got punched, you blacked out, Senko. We were worried sick.
I want to know how they're going to get information out to what's his name. Is he going to come to them or how do they go to...
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, it's not as bad as it looks, I think.
Thank you for earlier.
Huh?
This only happened because you defended me.
Well, of course I did. Any man would rescue a girl in need.
You're not a man right now.
Not that I'm a man or anything, just that any human would do it. Especially if you're the oldest daughter, like I am. That's why I can't just stand by while a younger girl is crying.
But that's not true at all. Everyone here's busy, just trying to take care of themselves each day.
Yeah, I bet you in a world like this or in a society, not a society, but like in this realm where you kind of have to look out for yourself, which is sad but understandable under the circumstances. I was like, it's too quiet. It's too quiet. Ah! Naturally, that's the last episode I'm going to watch of that today. So naturally, it's going to end that way. And okay. So things I was trying to express during the episode, I really should learn to hit the pause button, but I just get so invested that I forget. Okay. So this demon may be operating in multiple houses, but they know what she looks like. But she is physically in Zenitsu's house. But the madam that fell was in Tanjiro's house, question mark? Maybe I'm remembering that wrong and I can go back and watch and I'll probably be proven wrong. But something happened at Tanjiro's house, I believe. And then the demon that has been torturing the one girl is in Inosuke's house, but it's all the same power. So she either has like some, I mean, I know that based on what we've seen from the one other upper demon that we saw, that they have powers that are beyond. So my best guess is that she's operating in multiple houses, either because she can somehow change her look, question mark, she has multiple bodies, or she has minions of sorts that help her with her deeds. I think any of those could be viable options. I also think it could be some kind of combination between all of those. I don't really know. But that ending really got me. I was like, there's no way. First of all, I was like, there has to be an end credit scene. There's too much space at the end of this episode. 1. 2, I was like, it's way too quiet. And then when you see it and then the sound snaps and then it just goes to the preview and I'm like, woo! So, yeah. I am curious how they're going to get information out, because it doesn't seem like the demon killed the other girl, the wife, because she's like, make a noise or do whatever and I'll do this. So it makes me feel like she is still torturing her somewhere for information. And yeah, I just want to know how they're supposed to get information out. But also, this demon baited them here, question mark? Baited them with the missing people, baited them somehow, or maybe she knows, even if they haven't told her, that they're sending out information to demon slayers, so maybe that was part of the bait, question mark? Really question everything, because now that I think about it, even if the other two, well, even if the one is already gone, well, okay. Because here's the thing. My original assumption was that the one was dead because she'd gone missing. The other one is being tortured for information. But also, information stopped from all 3 of them. And it is possible that she's still torturing the first girl, because it seems like they can move very swiftly. But it is possible that they're still torturing the first girl and that they have the third girl and maybe torturing her for information, or maybe she's already been gone and Zenitsu just hasn't found out that information yet. Very, very, very fascinating. I'm very curious how it all works, how it's all connected, how exactly this demon's power seems to work, and how they can seem to seemingly travel between these houses even though they can't go out in the daylight or whatever. I mean, I'm sure they could travel at night as well. That's just as likely. But yeah, very interesting regardless. It just, I don't know. Because, again, I thought it was Tanjiro's house that the madam fell out of the window. But she's physically at Zenitsu's house, but Inosuke also had an encounter. But then there's also like the flashback and just the woman saying that she's heard about women like them, meaning, I mean, I know that they live for like hundreds and hundreds of years, but like thinking about the fact that they have been doing this for so long, even since an older woman that she heard about, or even though an older woman told her about it from when that older woman was a child. So like, very fascinating. all of it. I'm trying to do that thing that I do where I try to put all the pieces together. I'm like, you just gotta let it unravel itself. But like, this onion is interesting, and I'm very curious how it's all gonna fit together. So yeah, I think that's all my thoughts. Kind of went around in a circle, rambled a little bit, but it's fine. So thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of you for continuing to follow me on this Demon Slayer journey. And until next time, bye!